Let's get the endoscope and let's take a look at the guts on the interior. We're looking at Lorzor, that's what it's called. We have a Bifold. This is the Bifold A3. This is kind of a twofer today. And we have a pop-up box, 4.5 global. One is a Bifold, one is a pop-up. So let's get them opened. Let's do the Bifold first. So, okay, there's some good wrapping here. Let's open this up. Looks like we have some instructions. Nice packaging, not bad. And here we go. Bifold, and oh look, it has a hole in it. Well, I know, this is for an AirTag. We've seen this before, I'm sure you have too. This one has an AirTag and we'll take a look at it. This is kind of a distressed brown color, Napa black. It also comes in Chelsea blue as options. And we can just do a quick look here. Let's see if we can get rid of this while we're at it. And we'll set that here and bring over the pop-up box. I see, this is kind of a pull box. Kind of nice, I like that. Very sturdy and classy. So let's see. Oh, okay, this is in some foam, so we'll pull that out. Looks like we have some, let's see what else it gives us here. Oh, all right, I'll talk about that one in a second. We have a little pokey stick right here. Let's see if I can get it out without taking too much time. And this little thing here gives us a lot of clues. You can see that it says genuine leather. Yeah, genuine leather. We'll talk about it. But this type of genuine leather is actually pretty good looking. Okay, so we got the twofer here, and let's take a look at this one really quick. Pop-up box. All the rage is this pull-down piece where cards come out. Oh, look, and it gives us a little pop-up example. Talks us about how to use the card. That's if things go wrong, we'll talk about that. We open this up. It has a little magnetic closure. Packing card. We can kind of see the glint off of the two magnets that are right here that hold it shut. We open it up again and again, and there we see something else to protect it. Some options, what goes on. And if we go to the exterior, we see, yep, it's another AirTag, option for an AirTag. We've seen these before, but this leather is something that is really quite nice for genuine. So it's a twofer. I keep saying it's a twofer. It really is. So let's get into the feature review. First, the Bifold A3. We have an external card slot right here. So one card can go in here or two. You've got a thumb push that comes up. If we open it up, of course we have the AirTag. Open it up, and we have one interior ID slot right here with a thumb push to get the card out. We also have some various organizational card slots. We have 8. We have one directly behind this here, another one right behind it. You can see the slit there. Another one all the way back in here behind the ID there. Another one over here, this little slit at the top. Looks like we've got the, let's see here. This is the don't eat me thing. And then we've got 2 more slots right here with another thumb push. So quite a few card slots. And we have a billfold pocket in here as well. And that's where it contains the AirTag slot. So that is right here. And I'll get a little bit of light on it. You can see that. You slip the AirTag through that little slit and it goes down. And it pops out in the hole right here. So that is the Bifold. Now, the pop-up. It is the pop-up. From an exterior perspective, we have the AirTag slot. We'll show how that functions. Immediately, we see we have a pop-up, capability here. That is a capacity of 6 cards. That varies depending on, well, we know flat or embossed cards. This push-down ejector mechanism. We open up again. We saw we have magnets to help keep this closed. And we have an ID slot right here. Well, card slot, ID slot with another thumb push that comes out right here. We have another card slot right here and one that's hidden right here that is available to us. And then we have a cash wrap. So cash comes there and it then wraps up like this and like that, and we get the closure. So a lot going on here in a very small package. The measurements on the Bifold are 4.3 by 3.14 by 0.4. The pop-up is 3.9 by 2.7 by 1, actually. And these two together, the Bifold weighs 2.4 ounces or 69 grams, and the pop-up is 4 ounces or 113 grams. All right, let's get into the most popular part of these reviews. All right, you can see I got a load of cards in here. We really went the effort and with the mileage. You can see even when it's full, I like the fact that the thumb push works. It's not too difficult, even though we have quite a few cards. And of course, there's quite a bit of generous room on both sides of the ID. We've got our friend Curly here. Cache. The cache included this very tall yen, and it worked just fine. So I really like the fact that this can handle international currencies without a problem. So let's now take a look at, well, pop-up box. Quite a bit in here. Notice that I changed the orientation of the cards. I was thinking this was the front, but actually it fans on, I guess, the back. And so that's where you can see your cards if they're fanned out properly. So interesting there. As we got into this, notice that we did have an ID. There is a spot behind the ID. And you'll notice that this is a card slot right here. I didn't put a card in it, but behind it is where you actually insert the AirTag to snap it into place. Notice we have the yen back in here as well. So this handles all international currencies, and it handles it nicely. These magnets are really important because if you didn't have a magnet here and you have a lot of currency in there, it's going to be hard to keep it closed. This ensures that it snaps the way it should. Now again, the thing that we have going on here is, and we'll talk about this in usability, but you can get 6 flat cards. If you introduce any cards that are embossed like this, raised letters or numbers, it's going to reduce the amount of cards you can actually have in here. So if I have 6 flat and I have a 7th one that is an embossed, it's going to struggle a little bit. That's going to work. Again, that doesn't make sense to me. I guess I have to put them so they face this way. But if I try and put another embossed card in here, man, I'm either going to be really impressed or it's going to prove my point. Yeah, that's not going to work. So let's say that things get completely crushed and you have jammed up this thing. Remember our little pokey tool right here? Well, this little pokey tool comes off, and if you get cards that are completely crammed in there, you have a little help hole. And you poke this in the little help hole. Yeah, there's a little help hole. Anyway, you push that in and it relieves what's going on by way of the cards and helps push them out. Now, while we have the cards out, let's get the endoscope and let's take a look at the guts on the interior. As we can see from both sides, we have a strip, and the strip actually helps prevent the cards from shooting out. And that's here up at the top. You can see that. It's rubber on at least the one side here. And you can see the hand that comes up from the bottom, that arm, and that arm has some notches on it. And those notches is what provides us with the card stagger as it comes out. So you can easily pick your cards. Both of these wallets, designed in Hong Kong, and they're made in China. Having spent plenty of time in Hong Kong since 1994, yes, I do make a distinction between the two, and I always will. As mentioned, these are chrome tan leather, tanned, cut very thin. Of course, we have a joined top up here, and if I smell this, oh yeah, that's chrome tan. Woo-hoo-hoo. And it still develops a patina. It's just a lesser quality. But the fact is it works just fine. Now, the leather stays relatively thin in this wallet because of all of the different pieces of action going on here. And you can tell right here, this is all RFID material. It helps make up for what we would normally see by way of more leather that would go all the way down. This is RFID material that helps keep it thin, so we can see great organization with all the different card slots that are here. But the reality is that you can only get one card in each, and it's the thin cut of the leather that helps make it thin. Now, let's take a look at this one. This is a genuine leather as well. It has just a beautiful finish to it. It's very visually appealing and really impressive. And it just it doesn't have the same chrome tan smell. It's just not as pronounced as other chrome tan wallet leathers, and it actually looks really pretty good. Now, what I really noticed in the construction of this, from a quality perspective, and it's a little difficult to see. I wish you could. Let's see if we can get it up here. As you can see, if I pull this back and if I get flashlight on it, it's really kind of hard to see. But this leather is actually sewn to the piece that is then glued to the box. So this isn't just leather being glued to the aluminum box. It's actually sewn to a different piece of material that's then glued to the box. That is a great, I like that by way of just quality. And it helps ensure, and well, I think it leans towards providing that this is very well constructed and should last you quite a long time. As of pricing, well, the pop-up box is $50. And the Bifold wallet is $30 as of this recording, and not bad at all. Very compelling pricing, which I believe leans more towards value for these products, despite the build things we come across. Very reasonable. Let's look at usability. Bifold first. Easy to use, but with all the options for card storage, it's difficult to place more than one per slot. For those who like organizing and keeping cards from rubbing against each other, this is really a wallet for you. But due to that, it does make it difficult to double up cards in these slots, which might be an advantage to you. We also, of course, have plastic in the ID. This will yellow and crack over time. There's just no getting around that. And if you need to carry more than 12 cards, really, you should not be carrying more than 12 cards. You shouldn't have 12 cards, period. With the AirTag in play right here, it adds bulk, but the AirTag always will, no matter what. It's about as indiscreet as it can be considering with this wallet. So now let's look at the pop-up. It has the AirTag in it. Very easy to use as well. I've been very impressed with this. First, they provide the AirTag protector, which that's what this is right here. This provides a little AirTag protector you can put on your AirTag to prevent it from getting scratches. I think that's considerate, and they consider that part of the luxury of their product. It's a nice touch. And with the help button down here, overall they thought of problems we see in many pop-up boxes and tried to solve them all in a very attractive offering. Now, as I've looked at all of Lorzor's product offerings, they have lifetime replacement benefits and free shipping and a 45-day return policy. Lorzor is a relatively, Lorzor is a relatively new manufacturer and have put out a well thought out line of wallets. So let's take a look at the final score. Here's the Bifold. We're gonna score them separately. Quality of 3. Price of 4, well priced, features of 4, a lot going on, usability of 4, I think it's easy to use, and perception of 3, gives us a final score of 3.1 out of 5. And with the pop-up, a little different, quality of 4, price of 4, usability of 4, features of 4, perception of 3. That gives us a fine score of 3.9 out of 5. Hey, you can put comments down there and tell me what you think, but if you like this video, then watch this one next, and we'll see you in the next review. Bye-bye.